Hello guys, it's Men's21 here, back with another edition of Transfer Roundup. Here we look at all of the possible big deals that are about to or already have been completed in the Premier League. So we've got quite a bumper edition today, so let's get cracking. So starting off with the quite massive news that's come out of Spain, which is that apparently Cristiano Ronaldo wants to leave Real Madrid. This has come in light of the tax investigation under him. For those of you who don't know a little bit of background, Ronaldo was recently investigated by the Spanish authorities for tax evasions of what was believed to be around £13 million worth since between 2011 and 2014. So, and although the representatives deny the claims, Ronaldo has reportedly been very angry that the fact that it's been leaked out and his private life's been intruded, basically. So it is rumoured that he wants out of Spain and is possibly considering a return to England. Just for argument's sake that this does come off and he does leave Real Madrid, in my opinion, there's only one club he would go to, and it's Manchester United, purely on, being there before, and he has always said that he would love to go back one day and, under any capacity. So I'm not entirely sure he actually will go, but if he does, that's the only destination that I see him going in. So it's something to keep an eye on, certainly. Next, we're moving on to Everton, who've been very busy over the last week. Earlier on in the week, they announced the signing of goalkeeper Jordan Pickford from Sunderland for a club record £30 million, which is the third highest ever for a goalkeeper in history. It's overall a very good deal on all accounts. One thing Everton did struggle with last season was a first choice number one goalkeeper. I mean, Joe Robles and Martin Stecklenburg both came in at certain points of the season, and while both did well, both of them were very inconsistent, whereas despite being relegated, Pickford at times was sublime for Sunderland, and he got them a lot of their points even though they were relegated. So overall, this is a very good deal for him. He's rising up through the England ranks. He's very highly regarded in the England setup, and I think at a club like Everton he's going to thrive there. And Ronald Koeman definitely has a lot of trust in him, and it's a big opportunity for Pickford, and let's see if he takes it. The other signing that Everton made last night was the signing of the Dutch attacking midfielder Davy Klaassen for what was believed to be £23 million. He had a fantastic season with Ajax, reaching the Europa League final, of course, and has overall been very impressive, both scoring goals and creating goals. And Ronald Koeman obviously, can mould him into a great player. And again, I think it's a very good move, but I think this also ties in to the future of Ross Barkley, because of course it was heavily rumoured toward the back end of last season that apparently Koeman was unhappy with Barkley and basically gave him a deadline on which to agree a new deal, and the deadline passed without any new contract being signed. So it is reported Barkley wants to leave and Koeman apparently doesn't want him. So does signing Klaassen mean that it now frees up other clubs to offers for Barkley? I mean, I've seen Spurs and Arsenal and Man United all at one time or another rumoured possibly linked with Barkley. So I mean, as a Spurs fan, I do actually think he would fit in at Spurs. I think he would fit Pochettino's mould very well, and I generally see that he could definitely add a lot of squad depth that we need. And but you could argue at other clubs he would be a first choice starter, which is what a club like Man United or Arsenal did. So yeah, there's still a lot more to come on this one, I think. And some transfer news from Brighton, newly promoted side to the Premier League this season, who have announced the club record signing of Australian goalkeeper Matthew Ryan from Valencia. This is a very good signing, not least because of the short departure of the number one goalkeeper from last season, David Stockdale, who's decided to go to Birmingham City. So Ryan's had a very good spell at Valencia for a number of years, and Cristiano, I think, has made a very shrewd purchase here. If one thing the Premier sides are going to need next season, it's solidity at the back. So overall, I think it's a very good signing for Brighton. Just to round this edition off, Leicester completed the signing of Hull City centre-back Harry Maguire in a deal for what was believed to be £17 million. Maguire was very good for Hull last season, even though they obviously ended up being relegated at the end. But he's proved a very able centre-back, and arguably Leicester's biggest weakness last season was defending, and so I'm sure that's definitely going to help out the youth side of it as well, because many of the defenders through Morgan and Huth are all towards the last stages of their careers. So overall, another very good sign, I think. So that's the end of Transfer Roundup. Just before I go though, I want to pose this question to you, and please leave your thoughts of this down in the comment section below. Do you feel that transfer fees are becoming out of control? Because when you look at some of the deals I mentioned, Maguire, £17 million for a centre-back who got relegated with a team that are now in the second division. £30 million for a 22-year-old goalkeeper who was in a team that got relegated last season. And, is this becoming a thing where clubs are paying over the odds just to make sure they can get the player? Or, because of the deals that have been set so high, like, 80 million for Ronaldo, when Real Madrid first bought him from Man United, I mean, you look at that now, it looks like a bargain, but, when Madrid bought Bale from Tottenham for €100 million, of course, last season, Pogba, £89 million, and you look at some of the deals already, Bernardo Silva from Monaco to Man City, £43 million. Is it basically becoming too bloated? Does there need to be some type of restriction? And I obviously know that it's difficult for every club to get some sort of agreement on this, but surely there needs to be a way of controlling what teams can spend, because it will get to a point where you can see even the lesser Premier League sides, like Bournemouth, for instance, and you look at Huddersfield and Brighton, they're going to have to pay over the odds just to make sure, just to give them a chance of staying up next season. So, is it becoming too inflated, and is there a way to be able to keep costs under control? I'll leave that up to you guys. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. You can also follow all my social media links. They will be down in the description. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're new around here. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I've been BenSpace21, and I'll see you soon.